goodness, the faith that we have in the things that we do, the decisions we make for ourselves, our family, our team at work, it's a big deal. Decision making can be confusing, especially when you're trying to navigate how you feel called to do something, yet your head gets in the way of convincing yourself, like, maybe this isn't for me. Yes, there's a weight that you feel in making big decisions, like how you spend your money when you're hiring someone new, or just making wedding decisions like I'm doing right now. And in doing this, you have to trust that things will go smoothly. And I am working through this consistently, especially right now as I have gone through the training process 2 times this year with different team members that we have added to the team. I have so much faith that things are going to go smoothly as I share everything I know and bring them on board, talk to them about how we work with our clients, what our mission is. There is a lot of faith that goes to it, on top of course, all the work and the planning that goes into it. But when you come to making decisions, whether it's at work, in your family, or wherever this is happening, you have to trust yourself as the leader of the pact, of yourself, of your team. And you have to know that you are doing the best job that you can and giving the people around you the tools that they need to succeed. And there is a weight in investing to yourself. To say that I am worth this amount of money, I am worth investing in this new piece, in this new season in my life. I'm worth the cost of asking for help, investing in someone to be a support system as I lose weight, as I find my style, as I achieve my goals. There are so many times in your life where investing in yourself becomes a big deal and becomes a big decision in the process of you evolving and stepping into this new place in your life. The problem with not trusting the process and not going with that intuition that you had with being led to this person or place or thing that you were trying to do is that you end up getting stuck in a cycle. And I've talked about this before because it is something that I see consistently with clients before they work with me. You have this vision of what you want for your life and your style and what you want to achieve, and you're trying to do it on your own, but you don't have the skills to do it. So what you do is you go into rounds of circles of kind of doing the same thing over and over without getting new results because you aren't trying something new. I'm not just saying this because I'm a stylist and I've been doing this for a long time, but I do find that clients feel so much relief once they start working with us. So, for example, today, by the way, this is my end of day hair because I have been shopping all day and out and about getting the final things for the wedding. But today, my client, at the end of our session, we did the 3-hour shopping in person. I did 1 hour prep time. I think we made it to 3 stores today, and they were all very precise on what he was looking for and what his style was. And what he said to me was, this was the most efficient shopping trip. He's like, I've been trying to piece and match and things together for years and haven't achieved everything that we got done today in the 2 hours of being together and the 1 hour additional that you did of prep work. Like, he was like, this was worth even more what I paid, which I find a lot of clients get addicted to working with us because it's like you check that box off, you know that everything you get will mix and match together. But if he did not invest in working with us, if he did not come to that conclusion of continually seeing, okay, there's pieces in my closet that don't fit well, I need to ask for help now, he would have not gotten the results that he got today. He wouldn't have been able to achieve it on his own. No matter how much time, how much resource, how many stores he had gone to, he would not have been able to achieve this. And this is with also the fact that I think he said it was 4 months ago, he did work with a Nordstrom stylist because he had a date. He needed a few pieces to add to his wardrobe. But he realized that it just wasn't enough. He did end up actually liking some of the pieces, but he didn't have full on outfits. They didn't really understand his style, what he had to build from in his own closet. So he knew that he needed to bring someone on board that did not work at Nordstrom that could help him do this and achieve this. So this is just part of trusting the process. To be able to say to yourself, I want to look and feel put together. I want to accept my body where I am today. I'm not going to wait to lose weight. I'm not going to wait for that next job or raise. I just want to feel connected to what I wear and be able to show up and be who I am with my clothing reflecting that. And what I mean when I say that your clothing reflects how you want to feel is that you've done this. You put something on and you're like, oh my gosh, I feel like I look so frumpy today, or I feel like I'm in mom mode today, which is not a bad thing, but sometimes you don't want to look like you're in mom mode when you're supposed to look put together for work or for a client meeting or something. So that is what it means when you feel aligned and how you want to feel and what you're wearing. You can show up saying, you know what? Today I wanted to put on my power outfit and I felt it. Today I wanted to look sexy for this date and I felt it in what I was wearing. And these are all powerful statements and they mean something different to everybody. So, in trusting the process, the first step in trusting the process is actually committing. It is committing and trusting it. This means putting the money down, making that phone call, making that scheduling session, discovery call, whatever it is. The first step is to commit to the process, make your appointment, put your money down. Once you do that, you can't sometimes you can back out. Depends what the contract is and stuff. But that for yourself even is like, it's that big commitment of like, oh yeah, I'm doing this. I'm prepared. I need to be prepared mentally. I need to trust. I put this money into this because I trust this person I hired. I trust their process. I trust the journey that they're going to take me on. If you were thinking of investing in a stylist or a therapist or hiring someone new in your business, a photographer, there are so many situations in your life that this is going to happen. Remember that you have to let this person that you are bringing on board to be in charge and guide you. This is time to let go and let somebody else show you a new way of doing things. So you can't come in and interfere and change things around because you think you know what you want or you think you know what you need. The reason you are hiring this person, this professional in your life, is because you need guidance and you need a new way of seeing things and doing things. And let me just say, as someone that is used to telling everybody what to do, I run my team, I'm styling people, helping them make decisions on what to purchase, how to invest their money. I do have to admit that it feels so freeing to find the right people to help you. Where you have the chance to say, hey, we need a newsletter put out. Can you add these new additions by Tuesday and talk about the handbag finds and my new monthly finds and just tell people all about it and they know exactly. By the way, this is a real scenario. Brittany on my team knows how to take this on. She knows the voice of the business, how I talk to clients, and she can write something out and it sounds just like me. I had this beautiful reminder about this too. Like this episode about trusting the process is something that I had on my mind for maybe a couple weeks, and I finally am getting around to recording this. But this morning, as I was driving to work to see my client, there was a podcast I listened to that was a great reminder about this, of sharing how to let go and trust the person that you are hiring. And I have to remind myself this all the time. As a business owner, as a creative director in the company, I have so many ideas and I'm constantly wanting to tell people what to do and how to do it. But I know that my team, I've trained them well enough. Some of my team, like Brittany, has been with me for a long time. She knows how to take a project or an idea, even the small idea I have, and just run with it. And even as a professional talking about this, like I do have to remind myself, like I trust the process. I trust my team. You have to rely on other people to help you accomplish your goals, or else you're never going to get anywhere. You can't grow as an individual or a business or achieve those big dreams that you have for yourself. So there are 3 reasons that trusting the process is helpful. Number 1, as I mentioned, it will help you achieve your goals. It will help you do something in a new way, give you new results. If you've been trying to look at Pinterest, Instagram, reading all the articles, listen to the podcasts, yes, they are beneficial. I'm not saying don't do that. You want to keep, learning something new, seeing a new way of doing things, staying creative yourself and inspired. That's not what I'm saying. But if you want to get results fast and not spend years trying to figure this out on your own, or you're trying to take something in your life to the next level, having someone on board to help you achieve these goals is beneficial. And to do that, you have to trust the process. Number 2, it will give you the results that you are looking for. Sometimes when you DIY things, just saying, Pinterest is awesome. There are so many times I've done something on Pinterest where they make it look picture perfect and I do it and it looks like a mess. If I hire someone to do it for me, of course, it is going to look so much better. So when you are hiring someone and trusting the process, you know that you're going to get the results you want, or even better. Think about it like that. If you have gotten down here, and if you're not watching me on YouTube, my podcast episodes are also on YouTube. It's just me talking. If you don't want to see me talking, you could continue listening to the podcast. But if you were down here, every time you were trying to do something in a new way and you think you're going to get a new result and then you try it and you don't, you stay down here. But then when you trust the process and the person that you're working with, your results skyrocket and sometimes look even better and feel better than what you had thought. The 3rd, when you trust the process, you save time. Time is something that becomes stressful in all of our lives when we're trying to balance, having fun, self-care, our family, our husband, all the things. If you want to do something new and in a new way, you have to trust the process so that you can save time. Sometimes you might be able to do something on your own and DIY it, but 10 hours of your time, like when are you going to do that on a weekend? When you want to do something else with your time, or taking and eating away the time that you want to work out in the morning, like it's not worth it. So it will save you time so you can do the other things that you enjoy doing and want to do or need to do in your life more. And let's talk about the opposite effect of when you don't trust the process. What ends up happening? A lot of things. You break that bond that you have with your goals. So when you aren't trusting yourself and following that intuition of, this is something I want to do. I want to get on board with working with a therapist, and you start to doubt it. You get in your head too much and outside of your heart and your feelings. You break that bond of getting to the next level by working with this therapist to help you. You also create resistance for change. So if you do not trust the process and the person that you're working with, it could be that you just aren't ready for change. You are second guessing yourself and your abilities to be able to step into this new place of your life, and you put it on the person that you're working with, or you make an excuse. You start saying like, oh my gosh, wait, actually, I don't have enough time. I don't have enough money. No, I can't do this right now. I'm about to go on vacation, or whatever it is. You start making excuses and you create resistance to have this change in your life that you want, but you start pushing it away. You also, if you don't trust the process, you might not be in the right mindset. Maybe you start thinking a lot of negative thoughts instead of staying positive throughout it, because you are someone that likes to take control and you try to move things around when you're not supposed to. I've seen this happen with people before. They're just not in the right mindset yet. Number 4, you can't see your future self. So you are so stuck in the past you and how you used to dress, how you used to look, what your body used to look like, that you can't be present with your life, who you are right now, where you want to go, and your future self. And this happens a lot with people's closets when they're holding on to so much from their past and they're like, you know what? There is no clothing for me right now. Nothing fits my body. Nothing is my style. It's because they are stuck in their past self that they can't see something new in the future. And working with the stylist, we are able to help you with clothing, at least help you see that in a new way and find things that complement your body and style. This one is a very, I want to say popular. It's not popular, but something that happens a lot that I see in people's closets. And it's not until they actually try new things on and see how they look and feel that they can actually start to see and imagine that present and future self. So when you break that process with the stylist or professional you're working with, you don't get to that point where you actually can see yourself in that new position of your life because you keep doubting it, if that makes sense. When you don't trust the process, the last one, number 5, is that you are trying to take charge in an area of your life that you can't. What I mean by that is sometimes we want to control so many things in our life, but we can't control everything around us. It makes us feel secure when we can tell people what to do, but if you are not trusting the process, it means you're trying to take over the person that is trying to help you. You're trying to tell them how to do things, where to go, the route that they should take with you. And so trusting the process is really important. And just, I know it sounds like it could be difficult sometimes if you're in that space where you're like, oh, I have to trust that this person knows what they're doing. But that's where that intuition comes in. I do want to say that if you were guided to a certain person, you did your research, and there is something that you kept going back to their website, or you reached out to them and you got your questions answered, or you read their testimonials and something really got to you that you're like, this is the right person. This is someone that I can imagine working with. I think that this person is a person that's going to be able to help me. There is a reason I want to remind you that you were guided to them, whether that is stylist, therapist, photographer, whoever it is. When you start getting this very positive feeling with them, by it could be the interaction, the email, something you read about them that you connect with, know that you were guided to them for a reason. And trusting the process means putting all of your energy, good energy, into this process as you're going into it, and you will see the results. I wanted to do this podcast episode because I know that decision making can freeze you sometimes. When you overthink something or you start bringing in negative thoughts, you start realizing like, oh, well, maybe this isn't for me, when it really is for you. I find that sometimes clients reach out and they get super excited about the process and working together, and then sometimes something holds them back. But I wish that they could hear the conversations of all the clients that we take through this process that trust us. Like today, I'm still talking about today because it's so fresh, but just being able to see yourself in a new way and see that vision that you have for yourself. Today's client, his style statement was that he wanted like an adult version of having like this hip modern look. He lives in the city. He loves to go out, and he's 39 years old, but he wants to feel just young and fresh. And he didn't want pieces that were boring or what he called vanilla or that dated him. And so we found really great items that he didn't expand on his own. We found this great bomber jacket by Rag & Bone. We found this beautiful, it was actually really fun. This was one of the wildest pieces that he got, but it was like, I can't even explain it. It was like this modern Hawaiian shirt for men, because right now there's like modern Hawaiian shirts that are a very soft fabric that drape on your body well. They're not oversized, but they're not tight either. They just kind of drape nicely on your body. It was a mix of yellow and turquoise teal. So beautiful, kind of wild for being in Seattle. But he was like, I would feel really good in this. Yes, it would be attention grabbing, but this is something different and aligned to what I am looking for. It's moments like that where you really see that I make an impact on people's lives when I work with them. And Chloette does the same. I wish she could share her stories too, with those aha moments that clients get that they share with us as they're going through the process as we're shopping. I just want you to know that when you hire us, it is trusting the process. It is knowing that as a stylist, my team and I, we can see what you're trying to achieve when you're in your closet. We can see what you've been struggling with, what your challenges are, and we're able to see this other side of you that you can be, that you can step into. And when I go into a client's closet, I can start like visualizing like, oh, this piece from Rag & Bone, this piece from Vince, this piece from Ted Baker, this piece from Abercrombie. Like, we are not limited to where we shop. So we do shop at a range of different stores. And I have so much fun being able to like piece things together in the email, like sharing my closet review. And I'm like, this is our list of missing pieces that we're going to be shopping for. Super intentional. And the client doesn't know exactly what styles, what colors necessarily. They just have this overall plan that they get from me or Chloette. And it just comes together. We know what colors, what styles to bring together, and you aren't left on your own trying to figure it out. So it is just a wonderful process. If you enjoyed this podcast episode, let me know what you learned today. Let me know what you are going to take action on. I would love to hear whether it's working with us or getting somebody to help you with your photos or your business or anything, whatever it is. If this helped you make a new decision in your life that is going to change it in a positive way, I would love to hear what it is. You can share a 5-star review, leave it in the comments what you're going to do next, or you could just email me. I would love to hear. I love answering your guys' emails and hearing it from you. You can email me at hello@myclosetedit.com and we could share what you are trying to achieve on Instagram, because that's where I hang out. More on Instagram stories. I wish I had more time to do like Instagram posts and all of that, but I'm like with clients day to day, and it's just, the podcast is my baby. I really enjoy being on the podcast and sharing conversations with you about what I'm talking about with clients and things that come up, answering questions, and helping make decision making easier for you. Overall, it really is just helping you make decisions so much easier and simplifying your life. I love doing that. Continue building a life and a style that truly reflect you. I'll catch you next time.